Darren, a new signing, a new addition to your squad in Izale McLeod. Tell us a bit about why you wanted to bring him into the club.
I think he's a player that certainly I've kept eyes on. He's played against us over a number of years for Crawley. I remember we completely dominated the game against Crawley one year out here, and he had one chance in the box and scored. I think if you look at his clips, he's a goal scorer, and he's someone that has got a wealth of experience that's going to add to our young squad a fantastic ability to drive the other players on.
When you look at his record, it's a goal every 3 games across the Football League. You must be pleased to bring that amount of quality into the squad.
I am. At first, when I first talked to the football club and obviously Notts County said that he could become available, I was really pleased that we could look to do something. Did I feel he would have ended up at other clubs that were interested in him? Probably yes, but I think what we've done in a short period of time, Izale's got enough experience to see that what we've done last year and coming here with Notts County last year and obviously Notts County this year, he can see that there's a good bright future for this football club, which is going to allow him to make sure that he plays well, and it gives him an opportunity to play games and score goals, and that's one thing the club's going to offer.
So you go straight into the squad for Saturday?
Yeah, he'll be straight in the squad, and it's certainly when I look at the Everton game, I was really pleased that someone like Joe Lee got his opportunity to make his debut at Goodison Park, and we just need to be a little bit stronger, I think, as far as the bench was concerned and the whole squad is concerned. So I've got to thank the owner and the football club for allowing me to do that.
And another face that fans will have seen around for a few weeks is Copp. Finally his international clearance has come through, which means he can now get onto the pitch.
Yeah, Coppy, it was frustrating for me as a manager because he's a young player and he wanted to just get up and going, and it seemed like he'd been around for a long time, but we couldn't get the international clearance over the line, and it was sort of holding him back, and I was frustrated for him. So at least that's done now, and the sooner we get him in the squad and on the football pitch, the better for Kyle.
Looking ahead to Saturday's game, it marked the end of 1,500 miles of travelling this month. How do you feel the squad is shaping up? It's been a lot of travelling and they still got plenty of energy in their legs?
I think when I look at the 2 games, the 2 defeats that we had, disappointing, but they've been so close. I mean, the margin of error now in League 2 is so fine, it's so small, but it's important we get back to winning ways on Saturday. The players have done a lot of travelling, but having said that, that's part and parcel. When you sign a contract for Yeovil, certainly down living in Somerset, whether it's a supporter or whether it's a player, you've got to have an unbelievable drive about you to push on to the next game, and the supporters certainly feel that with the early hours that they're getting in and then having to get up for work. So the players must give everything that they can for our supporters on Saturday, even though it's been a tough journey, but it's not a challenge that we're not scared of.
What do you expect from Doncaster? Every game they've played so far, there's not been more than a goal in every game. Do you expect another close one?
Yeah, they're very well organised. You would expect that from a Darren Ferguson team. He's a good manager. He gets his teams playing. I think he had a lot of injuries to start with, and he's getting those injuries back now. I've played at that stadium a few times over my career. It's never an easy place to go, but our boys will make sure we continue what we do and what we know what we can do, and look to go and get 3 points. And I think psychologically, for the 3 points, gaining the 3 points is a massive, because people, start to believe that it'll be a good start to the season, and certainly with the Everton and the Walsall game, it gives us a lot to build on.
It's another long journey for the supporters as well, but you must really appreciate their support all the time, but especially this month when there's been so many long journeys for them to take.
I think I was really pleased with the scenes after the game. I mean, that was special, and I've been at Yeovil a long time, and for Everton fans to comment on it, I mean, it's got a lot of positive publicity, and it's always nice to have that, because I do feel this is a fantastic football club with a fantastic fan base. And it's nice to actually people start to talk about that, because there has been, since I've been manager, a lot of negative press. But having said that, I think the supporters can see the boys are giving everything. We're trying to gain and leaps and bounds forward momentum with the football club on and off the pitch. We know there's improvements that we can make, and we're striving our best. Everyone's working hard behind the scenes to make sure that this club keeps moving forward, and the players have got to make sure that they keep improving and growing stronger together and grinding out games and results, because that's what football's all about, the games. And we've not had a lot of time on the training ground, but having said that, I looked at the ball in play against Everton, and it was the longest the ball was in play. You're talking plus 70 minutes. They're a possession-based team, so we had to shift from left to right, where they kept switching the play, and players would have had to have covered bigger distances what they've ever covered in those games. And I'm very appreciative of the effort the players are putting in, but they've got to almost dig even deeper now to make sure they put in a fantastic effort on Saturday to make sure we're doing our best to gain 3 points.